Right. How are you today? I am here to talk to you today about creating those thumbnails that you use for your YouTube videos to help you stand out and get noticed. Okay. So I'm going to cover a couple things here. And I'm going to talk about where to get inspiration, what you want to include, and then I'm going to take you through a quickie Canva tutorial. Then, before I finish this at the very end, I'm going to answer two questions that I always get. One is, I don't have a photographer, so how do I get great headshots? And number two, I'm going to do another tutorial because people want to know and I've had this question myself, how do I get the background up? That's going to be my second tutorial in Canva, where I'm going to show you how easy it is to get that background image off of your headshots. Okay, so before we dive into today's content, for those of you who don't know who I am Kristen Poborski. I am a content creation expert, and I help my clients and students dial in their content creation strategies, plans, and create content that helps them attract more clients into their coaching, healing, and therapy practices. So let's dive into topic number one, tip number one. Where do I get inspiration for my thumbnails? Well, here's what I tell my clients and students, and I actually do it for myself and for my clients as well. We have like a bunch of channels that we follow, and we go and look at them for inspiration. Also, when we put together our content plans, we always look for hot topics. We look at the thumbnails. We look at all of the parts and pieces that go into creating hot content out on YouTube. We analyze it, and a lot of times we will be using all of it. The thumbnail, the topic, and all kinds of other parts to it for our inspiration. We, of course, don't ever copy anything verbatim. We do our own version of it, but we look to that for inspiration. And then I always suggest that you have like a swipe file. We have swipe files, and then we take those and we create thumbnails inside templates inside of Canva. So I'm going to show you how to do that in number 3. Okay. So what do I want to include in those thumbnails? Okay. So this is what you want to think about. So your thumbnails, should be on brand. They should be on brand with your branding colors. They should stand out. So you want to use your brand colors, but you also want to use colors that are complementary, which means opposite colors that will help you stand out. You don't want to have a dull and boring image there. They need to really pop. So you need to take that tip and use it whenever you're creating an image for social media. You want to use your brand colors, but you want to use complementary colors. So a complementary color, for those of you who do not know, is the opposite color. So like for the color blue, you would probably have a yellow. That's a complementary color. Purple and orange, anything that's a pop color that's going to look good with your other color. Now, you want to use those pop colors very sparingly. You don't want to have a lot of red on anything because it's just like, whoa, too much. But you want to make sure that your colors are cohesive and they go together. Then what you want to do is you want to include the title. Now, your title that goes on there doesn't have to be verbatim the title that you have of your content. You want to make sure that you've got a good title that's catchy and stops them from scrolling and makes them want to consume your content. You want to make sure it's big enough on there that they can read it, okay? You want to do that. You want to also, if you have room, maybe you want to do a subtitle, you definitely want your channel name or your name, and you want your headshot on there. You want to get people used to seeing your branding colors, your logo or your name, and what your face looks like on your thumbnails. And you want to make sure that you have a thumbnail on every single piece of content that you put on YouTube, because that is what's going to stop and get people's attention. And you've got to have that title about what your video is about. Otherwise, people are just going to scroll by and not consume your content. So that's what you need. You need the title, your branding colors, a little bit of complementary colors, your headshot, and possibly your logo if it makes sense. You just don't want to get it too busy. And you want to make sure that you got a good swipe file and get your inspiration. Okay, so number 3, we're going to take you through how to create a YouTube tutorial, how to create those. So let's just jump right over to my screen here, and I'll walk you through how to create that thumbnail using a template in Canva. It's so simple. It will take you no time at all. And what I love to do is I use the same thumbnail over and over again, and I might swap out the image. Okay? Well, I hope you like that tutorial, and if you need help creating content that helps you get more leads and clients into your practice, I've created a profitable content creators roadmap. It's down in the show notes. I've linked to some links to Canva. I've also added in my favorite course that I teach, that I've taught thousands of students. It's a free beta course that I teach, the Content 12X, where I teach you how to create video content and repurpose it into 12 plus more pieces of content. It's a very simple and easy process that I've taught thousands of students to help them get more content out on social media faster. So sign up for that below, get on the wait list. I'd love to see you in my next course. So let's dive into today's questions, okay? So my first question that I get is, I don't have a photographer. So how do I get headshots for my social media and my thumbnails? Well, you know what? It's so simple. So what I do when I'm filming my videos, I sit down and I take a few shots, selfie shots with my camera. I just sit down, I'm in my same outfit, and I just start doing that. And then I might go to another location and take more after I've filmed everything. But for now, I try to keep everything in one place and take a bunch of shots before I film that video. And then I add it to my headshot image library so that I've got it there in the future when I'm creating my thumbnails and also other pieces of social media. And then when I'm done filming, like batching my stuff, I will probably take my tripod and go put it in a different location and and take a few more shots so that I have those shots for other pieces of social media. It's super simple. It's easy to do that. So that's what I suggest that you build into whenever you're sitting down and doing a video, is take a few minutes before you shoot it, when you're already dressed, you got your makeup on, you got your outfit, take a couple shots, okay? So do that. So next question is, okay, so I've got those headshots, right? How do I take the background out? Well, I'm going to show you in this tutorial exactly how to take the background out of your headshots. It's so easy. All you need is Canva. You just have to get the paid version. So let me walk you through how to do that. Okay, so in this quick tutorial here, I am going to show you how I took the background off of this image of myself, and this is what I used to create my thumbnail for this video. Okay. So the first thing you've got to do is you got to go have a Canva account. You need the pro account to do this. All right. So you're going to log in. And in this case, I'm just in this, my YouTube thumbnails, because this is what I'm going to be using going forward. So I'm going to go into my uploads and I'm going to just go quickly find an image of myself in here where I can take the background. So I'm going to you're going to see how easy this is. And you're going to want to get that, you're going to want to get the pro account. And if you just did a bunch of them and then got rid of the pro account, they'll still be in there. So if you want to just do it for a month, but I highly recommend it. It's not very expensive. I've got the link down below for Canva in case you don't have a Canva account yet, but it's in your show notes too. So let's just do this. I'm going to click on here. You're going to click on edit image and look at this handy thing called the background remover and just watch it in action. So one of the things I'm going to point out to you is that you've got to have a really good image of yourself with not a lot of, see how this one kind of looks like maybe cropped out hair, but the hair doesn't look so good. But I think once I get a background image on it, let me just go in here. We'll just copy this one. I'm going to duplicate this page. I'm going to get rid of that. And now I'm going to copy and paste this on here. So you can see it looks a lot better when you get a background on it. It doesn't look so much like, and I'm actually going to flip it. So you can see you can do all this cool stuff with it. May not be like optimal. You may not like it because I've got kind of hair, but it's, it works great for this. Once you kind of get it on a background image, I think it looks a lot better. See, the bigger you see it, and then all I'd have to do here is maybe change the colors to match my outfit a little bit more. So I might do something like this. Oopie, let me get back over here to this one. And I would just probably make them all the same color. So that's kind of how I made this really kind of cool image for my thumbnails, is just doing that. And I just picked a quick template, but removing the background is a great way to go so that you can use your headshots and use them on social media pieces and put a background on them. Because you kind of see, like, if you look at it here, it looks fine, but it looks even better once you've got it all put together. I don't worry about like if there's a little flyaway in there or not, because really when you look at the thumbnail over in, or any kind of post I'm going to do in social media, it's going to be pretty small. So it's just not worth it to worry about that. So now you know how to remove the background on your photos. It's just super easy to use, and it'll be right in here in Canva. So if I needed to go and use it on another one, I would just come over to this image, copy and paste it onto the new image and use it there. Or I might even just do it on a smaller one, download it, put it in my uploads. So what I would do, let me just kind of show you that. I'm just going to give you a little bonus here. If I wanted to use this again, I would download it, make it bigger, right? So you could, because bigger is always better, because then you can always, change it around and crop it or whatever. Then I would just go and download it. And you want to do the transparent background. So you're going to download it. And then I'm going to just show you what it looks like when I upload it in here, because then I'll have it forever, right? Oh, and you know what? I did all of them, so I don't want to do that. I wanted to just download this one. So you can kind of see it. Transparent background. I'm going to just do number 14. So I'm going to uncheck all of these, go down, load, number 14. It should go much faster now. Great. And then I'm going to upload it. So I'm going to upload it. And there you go. So now I have it for future use. I can use it on any image that I want going forward. And it was that easy. So there you go. Now you know how to download or how to remove the background and be able to download it and put it back into your folders in your Canva account. And again, you need to have a pro account to be able to do this, and also for the transparency function when you download things. And let me tell you, it is totally worth it to have that pro account. You'll use it a lot.